Columbus, Ohio. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, this is one of the biggest matchups we can think of so far. Miami versus Ohio State, two of the most iconic programs in college football. Ohio State reeling after their early exit in the college football playoff last year. Miami coming off that national championship performance. Who will showcase what they can be in 2026? We'll keep you posted as the game goes on. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Throwing, Mensah. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Canes. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Here's the pressure. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Complete on the shuffle. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up in the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent, and they think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Mensah under fire. Working that left side now. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
The Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's Mensah to throw. Under fire. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
And And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Say it. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Quick spin on the run. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes in the hurry up.
Booster! Chip! Where did he go?
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. Complete. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, say it. Pressure coming, and to get rid of it quickly.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone, and he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mensah. Pulls it in, it's Lofton. Oh, what a caught! Makes a grab and room to run. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. On the run, it's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Mensah. Here comes the heat. And he never had a chance. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State. Right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it. Recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll go play action with Sayin. He rifles one deep to the left. Intercepted and room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Gets the back moving. Here's Mensah to throw. Rushes on him. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Sayin to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Right on target this time. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play.
Sweep.
Say it. Bringing the heat. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Check. 492 waggle.
Sayin back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Again, it's Sayin. Big fella moving. A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down and a decision coming right now. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeye!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he makes the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And he's not going anywhere as his defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the #1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Wolverines, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. On the run, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Saying. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on 3rd down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. Picks up the first down. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Now on first down from the 40. To the ground. He's got it again. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mensah. That's caught. It's Vaughn. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Fletcher. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They take the lead here in the second half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They will get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Mensah. Right on the money. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Has passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Handoff to the low back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's Mensah to throw. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Miami! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throwing, say it. He's looking deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Sets up the screen. Open space at the 25. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Sayin to throw. He slings it deep to the left. Upstairs, he's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the red zone, looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Blue 30. Freeze.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Say it. This time he's got it.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Sayin back to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The Buckeyes with an answer. Oh, going for the tie, they blocked it.
number 96, set to kick this one away.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mensah. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Fletcher. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Timeout on the field, 2:03 remaining. The defense trying to manipulate that clock and maximize the time with the 2-minute timeout coming up. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop for no gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Mensah fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Snag dragged out of the air.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. We'll see if this defense can come up clutch.
He might want another play. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. It's Sayin. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Again, it's Sayin. The screen, and watch out. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. From the gun on third down, Sayin. On target. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Sayin. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. From right in the center of the field, straight on to win the game. And they're going to send the field goal unit out there to try to knock one in from the next time zone. And he's lined up perfectly. He'll need to kick it right down the boulevard for the win. It'll be short. Kicker didn't quite have enough juice to get that one through. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.